Hi, thanks for watching BibleMountain.com. In this video we're going to read from Exodus 19 and talk about the need to preach about fire and brimstone. Many churches have stopped preaching about fire and brimstone because their congregations don't want to hear about it. Exodus 19 reminds us that this is something that we need to hear about. When the Israelites arrived at Mt Sinai, Yahweh came down on the mountain and he produced fire, smoke, earthquakes, trumpet blasts, and thunder. This reminds us that Yahweh, the God of the Bible, has power over the earth and everything on it, including us. Since he has power over us, we would be wise to pay attention to his desires and his commands. So let's take a look at this in Exodus 19, verse 16. Now the context of this is that the Israelites have arrived at Mount Sinai, and God had told the Israelites to prepare for his coming. And this is 3 days later after they have washed their clothes and consecrated themselves. So let's start there at verse 16. So it came about on the third day when it was morning that there were thunder and lightning flashes and a thick cloud upon the mountain and a very loud trumpet sound, so that all the people who were in the camp trembled. And Moses brought the people out of the camp to meet God, and they stood at the foot of the mountain. Now Mount Sinai was all in smoke because Yahweh descended upon it in fire, and its smoke ascended like the smoke of a furnace, and the whole mountain quaked violently. When the sound of the trumpet grew louder and louder, Moses spoke, and God answered him with thunder. Now notice the word thunder, also the word lightning. Notice the word trembled, and so there was thunder and lightning, and that caused the Israelites to tremble. It caused fear. We also see the word smoke. We also see the word quaked violently. So apparently there was an earthquake that caused the entire mountain to quake. Again, we see the word thunder. These words tell us that God was demonstrating his power. He was bringing thunder and lightning and earthquakes and demonstrating his power. Now let's resume reading there at verse 20. Yahweh came down on Mount Sinai to the top of the mountain, and Yahweh called Moses to the top of the mountain, and Moses went up. Then Yahweh spoke to Moses, "Go down, warn the people so that they do not break through to Yahweh to gaze, and many of them perish. Also let the priests who come near to Yahweh consecrate themselves, or else Yahweh will break out against them." So notice the word warn. That word indicates that there was a potential for something bad to happen. The potential would have been that some of them could have perished if they would have done something that God had told them not to do. Or also that Yahweh would break out against them. Now let's resume reading there at 23. Moses said to Yahweh, "The Israelites cannot come up to Mount Sinai, for you warned us, saying, 'Set bounds about the mountain and consecrate it.'" Then Yahweh said to Moses, "Go down and come up again, you and Aaron with you, but do not let the priests and the people break through to come up to Yahweh, or he will break forth upon them." So Moses went down to the Israelites and told them. Again, we see the words break forth here. There was a warning that if the Israelites came too close to the mountain and went to a place that they were not supposed to go to, that Yahweh might break forth upon them and something bad would happen. So again, many churches have stopped talking about fire and brimstone. They've stopped talking about the fear of God. In many cases, they've done that because their congregations simply don't want to hear about it. People in the 21st century don't want to hear about fire and brimstone. But Exodus 19 reminds us that this is something that we need to hear about. We see that at Mount Sinai, Yahweh came down and he produced fire and smoke and earthquakes and trumpet blasts and thunder. This is a reminder to us that Yahweh has power over the earth and everything on it, including us. And since he has power, we will be very wise to listen to God and heed his desires and his commands. Now, if you haven't already joined my email list, please do so. First of all, it is free. Second, by signing up, you will get all my free videos delivered right to your email inbox, and you'll get them as soon as they are available. This is the best way to make sure you don't miss out on any of my free content. In order to sign up, go to BibleMountain.com, click on follow, and there will be a place there to enter your email address. And once again, thank you for watching BibleMountain.com.